We got mask mandates, vaccine passports, social distancing, new rules popping up everywhere for you, the American people, at the request of the Biden administration and their apparent supervisors in the CDC and the NIH. CDC now saying even if you're fully vaccinated, yeah, you can still get COVID. NIH is advising parents to wear masks inside their own home. Wow. OK, the Delta variant. Yes, it's very serious, they tell us. I agree. But for some reason, their concerns, their mandates magically, completely, utterly disappear when it comes to our southern border. As we speak now, a 25-year record number of illegal immigrants are pouring across that border, most unvaccinated, many infected with COVID-19. In fact, 20% of migrant children now testing positive for COVID and 18% of families. That is double the positivity rate in the entire U.S., but the Biden administration just cannot be bothered to find the real solution. In other words, the one he inherited and got rid of. Let me be very clear tonight. Any American that gets COVID, any American that needs to be hospitalized, God forbid, any American that ends up dying from COVID that is traced back to Joe's open borders, that's Joe Biden's fault. He is now officially putting American lives at risk with his open borders policies in the middle of this pandemic and then dispersing people all over the country and not testing most of the people at all. No mandates for illegal immigrants, only for American citizens. And look at your screen. We are 7 months into this crisis in the middle of a pandemic, and this is what our border facilities look like right now. Migrants literally stacked on top of each other in small rooms and jail cells and cages that Joe Biden built until they dispense and disperse people all over the country. And get this, according to a new report from the Daily Caller, after days packed inside these overcrowded Biden cages and facilities, well, migrants are ultimately then transported on private, unmarked jets to Abilene, Texas, and then loaded onto buses and commercial flights with destinations all across the U.S., again, with a high rate of COVID positivity. This is madness because it's draconian measures for you, the American people. No testing for people that are breaking our laws, not respecting our sovereignty or our borders. I guess this is what America Last policies look like. In Tacoma, Washington, one overflow migrant facility where more than 1,000 migrants were transferred, they are now experiencing what is a massive COVID-19 outbreak, according to the Seattle Times, hardly a conservative news outlet. While the government released about 570 detainees it deemed at high risk for contracting COVID-19, the harm is done. Without a doubt, the border crisis is the single largest nationwide super spreader event in the history of the U.S. But the COVID warriors in the Biden administration is pretending like none of this is happening. No crisis at all. I don't see any crisis here. Even worse, they're actually encouraging migrants to come by raising the limit on refugees, ending the very successful Trump-era stay in Mexico policy, reinstituting the catch and release program under Obama that Donald Trump stopped. Now it's not even catch and release, it's process and release. In fact, at least 50,000 illegal immigrants have been dispersed all over the U.S. without so much as a court date. Our system is just not capable of processing the over 1 million plus illegal immigrants that have entered our country since Joe Biden's inauguration. By the way, these are the illegal immigrants, only the ones we know about, that were actually processed and detained briefly by law enforcement. We have no idea how many illegal immigrants slipped across undetected because all those resources pretty much are in just a few areas. And tonight, our federal government loves to scold Florida, loves to scold Texas, not taking COVID seriously enough. Why? Because Governor Abbott, Governor DeSantis won't force anyone to wear masks in school. But given this crisis at the southern border, migrants packed in cages, small rooms, not tested, then dispersed nationwide. Well, it's obvious, it's clear, it's transparent. Joe Biden clearly doesn't really give two atom shifts about the spread of COVID-19 unless he can use it to bludgeon his political enemies or blame Trump. To that end, it appears that the CDC was caught red-handed, padding the daily COVID numbers right out of Florida. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.